Hey everyone, today we'll learn how to easily install an emergency light controller. If you want to remotely control your emergency lights, you're in the right place. Let's get started. This is the emergency light control device. It activates when electricity in the house or installation area is out. It signals emergency lights to turn on when power returns or if electricity is present where it's installed. This device also commands emergency lights to turn off when appropriate. The device has several ports. First, there are two power inputs for 220 or 230 volts. We've got ports 12, 10, and 8 to control this device with the commutator. We have a contact between 11 and 9 used for fire alarms. It's normally closed. When a problem occurs, this contact opens, signaling the device to activate. We also have ports 5 and 6 when we add the device. If connected, these devices link from port 5 to port 5 on device 2, and similarly, port 6 connects to port 6 on the same device. We also have B+ and B outputs. These connect to the emergency light controllers. We have one light, and when on, number 2 lights up these bulbs. We've got lamp 2 or lamps 3 and 4. When we turn one off, these other lamps light up. Now let's look at the delivery method. To implement this circuit, we need a circuit breaker to protect the electrical system. We also need an emergency light controller. We need this commutator. We also need electrical wiring. We need an electric buffet and a pliers. We need emergency light. Let's quickly look at the delivery method. We have this commutator here. There's a common point between these three. If we connect it like this, then add this, it goes to point 12. Now that we've finished setting up, let's look at how this device works. First, we'll turn it on using the power button. As you can see, our device is now operational. As you can see, this avometer is connected. It represents emergency lights. When a signal comes, this device reads it, showing us about 8 or 10 volts on the display. First, let's look at how the fire alarm system works. The contact point is normally closed. It's connected to the fire alarm device, which is also closed under normal conditions. When a fire occurs, this contact opens, signaling the device to activate the emergency lights. If we open this contact, we'll see on our device that, as you can notice, we've triggered this signal for the fire alarm contact. If we put the fire alarm contact back, we'll see this port between 12. As we said, it's a common point in this commutator or breaker. We have 10 and 8, one for on and one for off. These lights, when we see negative signals on this avometer, it means to signal to stop these lights. When we see a positive signal, it means 10 or 8 volts only, which tells these emergency lights to turn on. Now let's look at what we've got. You'll notice we're getting a positive signal showing 8.54 volts. This tells these lights to work only for indication. Remember, when installing this device or commutator, it shouldn't be more than 100 meters away from the main unit. Now let's look at signal 2. We've turned on the lights, now we're turning them off. Notice anything? We're getting a negative reading on our avometer. Now let's see what this button does. It's for testing the emergency lights to check if they're working or not. When we press it, we can see these lights turn on. We can also check the reading on our avometer that we have here. Now let's try this to turn off our light. As you can see, there's a negative sign and these two lamps are on.
And that's how we install the emergency light controller. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave your comments or questions below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.